We loved seeing it. Absolutely great games.
On our main broadcast, we have NX versus Joe Obama, Little Mac versus Villager. Villager, not a face we have seen on the main broadcast yet.
Not since Essence. That's a name you might not know, but I'm ultimately fairly familiar with, as he was in 4 straight years of wins. He did a very good job with Villager. I'm very excited to see what happens here. Joe Obama, if I recall correctly, this is one of Joe Obama's mains that he uses fairly frequently. He does a lot of work with Little Mac, or as I like to call him, the Quarter Pounder, but not Big Mac, because that would be lame. Joe Obama looks to be keeping that control momentum on his side. He's already gotten that 1 stock. He is up 100% on damage, but oh well. Again, we see how quickly tables can turn, especially if you're in the presence of a good Villager, because Villager can be a really hard character to master. Hitboxes are super weird. You got quite a bit of work to get to the point where you're doing a lot of damage, but the damage is possible. It really is. Joe Obama just taking his time trying to figure out exactly how best to use the stage for himself. One thing you're going to notice, especially with Little Mac characters, they need to play as much center stage as possible and then edge guard as much as possible, because they do not want to be caught off stage. Since Villager has an incredible ability to recover, you're going to see them trying to push him out even farther and farther. Unfortunately, sometimes overextending themselves. Like wow, there we are. We're back to a matchup where it's 1v1. In terms of stocks, of course. This is a really high-level match. Both characters utilizing abilities as often as possible. And there it is for Joe Obama. Again, this is a best-of-3 game, I believe. No, wait. This is... I believe this is winner's bracket. Ugh, let's check. It is losers? It is losers. Oh, my fault. So we are on losers bracket. This is Pomoia and Nexus, and therefore it is a best of 3, which is the direction I was trying to figure out. Just kidding. Starting here, this is, even for losers bracket, going to be a best of 5 games. So we are looking at best of 5. So that means we've got 1 game for Joe Obama and 0 for Nexus, looking for 2 more or a lot more. Just kidding, I didn't realize they switched machines, and so therefore we are actually 1-1. Looks like Nexus did end up getting that first game. We also don't know which character. I don't know which character Joe Obama picked first, and Nexus picked first. But that was counter-pick there that we saw in the last game. Right here we're seeing that we went with the Ness instead of the Villager. Again, another high skill level character that is necessary to get the damage output to win the game. So we'll see what happens here. We're already seeing a fair amount of damage on Joe Obama, but that doesn't matter because he's already taken his stock. So we've got to see what Ness is going to be able to cook up here. As I said, we got to try to make sure for Joe Obama, he's got to stay more center stage if he's going to stay alive to characters like Ness, who are able to throw as quickly as they are. A more even game as Ness takes that first stock off Joe Obama. Oh, Mason, what's that you're eating there?
Oh, I'm having a hot dog.
Oh, that's a hot dog. I bet you got that from downstairs in the TSA concession stand. I bet it's pretty delicious also. Maybe, folks, if you would like something delicious, you'd head down there, give those folks a hello, send them some money, do what you need to get you something delicious.
As we see Joe Bama here, up 2 stocks to 1 on NX. Joe Bama looking to put this game away. NX trying to stay alive here, building up damage. Oh, with the KO punch, sends him off the top. We're 2-1, Joe Bama.
This is game 4 of a potential 5 here. If Joe Bama wins this game, Nexus is out, and Joe Bama moves on.
What do you think NX needs to do here in order to take this game and send to game 5?
We do like the close games a lot more. More fun for the competitors, more fun for you watching at home, and more fun for us.
NX and Joe Bama keeping it pretty even. Little Mac off stage. I don't know if he can make it back with that one, and he cannot. NX takes the stock off, 90%. Smith, what do you think NX needs to do here to force a game 5?
I think his spacing needs a little bit of work. I think that's part of our problem here is he is unfortunately having to try to play catch up for everything that Joe Bama is doing.
Well, hopefully he can build some ground here and keep a good lead to force game 5. Joe Bama, if he wants to advance, he needs to get that stock back and start keeping good control, just like that.
One of the things I'm also noticing is he is letting Ness fall naturally, and I would probably move towards fast falls so I can go ahead and get back to the ground as quick as possible, because that ends up being part of the problem. The more he is in the air, the easier it's going to be for Joe Bama to use Little Mac to go ahead and get him back up in the air. And when you get juggled, that's never a place you want to be.
Great PK Thunder from Ness here.
Why are you dying? An excellent offstage movement. Anytime you can get Little Mac off stage, you want to use that to your advantage as quick as possible. That was textbook. Excellent move from Nexus to take the stock from Joe Bama, who is now down that 1 stock. Again, we're sitting at 2-1, and we're just waiting for what happens next.
Big stock there for Joe Bama. Pulls it back to even. Joe Bama needs to close us out here for a comfortable victory. Ness needs to establish some control, keep up his combos in order to force a game 5, send it into overtime. Great spacing there from Ness to not let Joe Bama get that KO punch. Oh, and Joe Bama does not let Ness recover, taking the 4th game, going up 3-1.